Alrighty, so here we are, compact. That's Conrad and Impact together. That'll be edited. Impact Adventures, Conrad and Angela here, and a friend of ours, Joey Anderson. I, with my personality, have kind of avoided the whole term prepping. As a business owner, going through this, my eyes have been open to, How about that? We're talking to Joey Anderson. When I asked around for a term that's been coined that I will hold on to, I got it from the internet, called a sane prepper. This guy's rock solid in his faith, in his walk, in his marriage. And when someone gave me his name and Conrad felt the same, I said, do you mind if we ask Joey to teach the portion on weapons or defense in concerns with prepping?
First off, in selecting a gun, the person needs to go somewhere, and there's a lot of places that you can rent a gun and shoot,
cool.
At their range. That is probably the most important thing that somebody needs to do to know what weapon or what gun they want. And
so
what
don't
gun
just go buy a gun.
Don't just go buy a gun. And a lot of women are talked into, and some guys are too, that don't know anything about guns, talked into the wrong weapon, for defense. Home defense, there's no shortcut. A shotgun in the home is probably your best home defense.
Okay.
It really is. Self-protection, it's kind of hard to conceal a shotgun out in the wide open.
Oh, some of those guys got a big baggy pants.
Well, yeah. True. You need to shoot a few guns. If you've got friends that own guns, ask them if you can come shoot with them. And if nothing else, go to a range that will rent you some guns.
Did I hear you, where was it? I was thinking at the bakery the other day, talking about your background. You started young.
Started very young. My father was a hunter. Brothers, uncles, we lived in the country. And we hunted not just for the pleasure of hunting, but also to sustain life.
So when's the first time you shot a gun?
Shot a gun when I was, my first shot while I was 4 years old.
4 years old.
Yeah, and I shot a 20-gauge shotgun. And
put you on your butt?
Yeah. And as I was going down, my dad was standing beside me, and he caught the gun. Of course,
he caught the gun and let you go.
I'm on the ground. He grabs the gun.
That's awesome.
And that's gun safety 101. Get the gun away first.
Get the gun.
That's awesome. And you said something about some of your family in the military.
Yes, we've had a long line of military in our family. Dad's had 4 brothers that were all in the military.
Someone's book?
He actually fought with Ollie Murphy.
I only know the name, so forgive me.
United States' most decorated hero.
What is it?
Medal of Honor Web.
Nice.
Correct.
I think his uncle's even in the book.
He's in his autobiography.
Wow.
And his name's Jesse L. Anderson.
That's awesome. Talk to me a little bit about the psychology of, because I guess kind of see people on opposite ends of the spectrum.
When you have somebody that's anti-gun, their children, if they have children, if they want their children protected, we all know that the police can only get there in a matter of time.
And that's under circumstances now.
Exactly.
Right.
And that matter of time might be 3 minutes, might be 6 minutes. It depends on where an officer is. That matter of time, people die.
And if you have something come to pass to where something does happen to cause major pandemonium in the Nashville area, be it from a natural disaster, from rioting, then the police response to something at your house is going to diminish quite a bit, right?
Exactly. If you have a weapon that you know how to use, you've had a little training on it, and it's stored property, away from children.
And you fired enough to be comfortable with it.
Exactly. You know, a big key is practicing, you know, with a weapon.
I bet.
And in saying all that, it comes down to where you can protect yourself a whole lot faster than an officer can. If I had just enough money to buy one weapon for home defense, it would be a shotgun.
That's good advice.
But
We get shotgun, don't we?
The
I mean,
shotgun,
just the sound of a shotgun pumping
correct.
can deter people from breaking into
Well,
your
it's
door.
funny Conrad said that because a friend of ours, Brad Stats, he has a security system business and he has a bug out vehicle. We're going to interview him next week. But in their videos on his channel, part of their system is a sound when someone breaks in. His wife has cocked a shotgun in the system that goes, so the alarm system is,
Oh, yeah.
so they hear it everywhere. So that's funny you say that. So I guess it is effective, so that is true. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. How do you feel about bows, crossbows, knives, yada yada?
As a hunter,
Whatever you're going to...
the first deer season that comes up is your bow season. All right, that gives people an opportunity to be able to get out, and if they're meat eaters, harvest meat before gun season ever comes around. So again, you can hunt squirrel, you can hunt rabbit, you can hunt anything with a bow as much as you can with a gun. You know, you just have to be a closer distance. You know, and you have to practice a lot more with a bow. So
And if you're in a true bug out situation, the advantages of a bow, it doesn't make any noise. If you're trying to stay hidden and camouflaged in the woods from somebody, and
Yeah.
you're still trying to feed yourself,
exactly. And the thing about a bow is, if people use one and they know how to use one, they can build their own arrows very quick. So ammunition runs out on the gun.
Right. So, talking with Joey Anderson, he came highly recommended to Conrad and I when we were asked to give a series of things on prepping. So prepping 101, I only want to interview what I call sane preppers. It's kind of a movement going on for several years, and I find some people almost too much of a sport for my taste in some things, but nothing wrong with being prepared for sure. And as a small business owner, I got a new awakening and a bigger vision of what is possible.
that's a no-no.
Let's get Todd.
It's like, well, it's a kind of a bone, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Bone
Oh my
for
goodness,
me?
this is hilarious. Did Joey? Oh, look at she's licking it. Oh, just a little sneaky lick. Oh, look at it.
He's like, oh, come on. Come on.
It's torture.
I can learn to use this.
Alrighty. Kinds of fun stuff here. Alrighty.
Yeah, I see the crossbow. You shoot or she shoot.
Alrighty. Hanging out with Joey Anderson, which is this beautiful gal's husband. And the other good looking guy on the right's my husband. I'm looking forward to getting to hang out with you guys some more. What we got?
We got a
Sure.
9mm on the right
Okay.
and a 22 on the left.
Yes, sir. Okay. Oops, shadow. Gotcha.
See
And
the
here's my
difference
bullet.
in the shells.
Check that out. 9mm right,
bullets.
22. Okay. Got it.
Basically, for somebody first starting, so you load your magazine.
That is for the 22 right now. How many bullets you got in there?
There should be about 7 or 8. So here's
So this is a double stack.
correct. That's a
It'll
single.
hold rounds side by side by side, so you can. This holds 17 rounds versus that one can only
I
hold
see
about
it. Double stack,
10
single
or so.
stack.
Yeah.
That's a good visual. Cool. Thank you.
So the magazine goes in the butt of the gun.
Got it.
Make sure it clips in.
Okay.
Just bump it. To load the weapon, pull it back. It puts one in the barrel,
Okay.
and it's ready to fire. All you have to do is pull the trigger on this one. This one has a hammer, which is a 1911, and the 1911 safety is here. Your hand has to be here to push in for you to be able to pull the trigger.
Okay.
So that's the 1911. And just as Conrad said, this is a double stack 9mm Glock 9. So you've got same thing. Load your clip. And your semi-automatics goes in the butt of the gun. A lot of people will stick it in easy. Don't stick it in easy because it'll stop right there. You'll never be able to load it. Bump it, it goes right in.
Okay.
Same way as the 1911. Pull it back, let it go. Don't push it. Let it go because it automatically loads the bullet. And it's ready to fire.
Cool. I really want this for beginners because most guys and gals that know what they're doing, they're either making their own videos or they're watching something more advanced. This is starting for a prep channel to help people not be so intimidated to get prepared. Give me some basic gun safety. Honey, if you have anything to add, let us know.
One big thing, eye protection, ear protection.
Okay.
Guns are loud. When it ejects the shell, the hole, it can hit somebody in the eye. So if you put your eye protection on and you're standing beside somebody that is shooting, there's no danger of it. Also ear protection. You don't want your ears to be harmed. First, safety. Second, always make sure the barrel of the weapon, either loaded or unloaded, is facing downrange. If it's laying there, always treat it as it's loaded.
All right, I'm sorry. So give me some basic stance. Prepare me the best way I can, or people watching, to have the best chance at getting a decent shot off the bat.
I'm right-handed.
Okay.
So my right foot goes back. Back foot, hold your weight.
Makes sense. Like throwing a softball or baseball as an athlete.
Exactly,
Right.
same thing.
Got it.
Fire in the hole. That's all it is. Put it back in your holster. You can do it again. And if you do that 100 times, you're actually going to get where you can just draw and fire real smooth and real accurate.
A tip for women that when you go out to practice or something, you may not think about it. Try to wear a shirt that comes up high and is tight fitting, because if those hot cartridges go down in your blouse, it can burn you.
Oh.
And it's no fun. So just kind of be wearing something safe for that.
My mind's going all over the place. But yes, that's good.
When you're standing
that's
next to
good
somebody
advice.
shooting a handgun, you always stand on their left side because cartridges always shoot out to the right.
Gotcha, yeah.
Exactly. I'm going to go all the way from low.
I got you.
Clip.
Bill.
Make sure it's seated in the gun. Fire in the hole.
Nice.
This is the 22. You clip. Make sure it's seated. Same thing. Fire in the hole.
Take them out. You got both clips out and just sit in the safe. All right. Very nice. Real quick, what are these guns one more time?
It's the 22 1911.
Okay.
This is the Glock 19 9mm.
Very good. Babe, what do we got handgun wise? We got two, right?
Yeah, I just bought you a Glock 44, which is also a 22 caliber.
Okay.
That's your new weapon. This is my Beretta APX 9mm.
Cool. Very nice. Okay, really quick. Sorry, because I didn't have record. I showed you 4 handguns, and then Joey went back to his truck, said he was going to make Conrad laugh, and he came out with something called a high point because we were just talking about affordability. One more time, Joey. I apologize.
It's a high point.
High point.
It's a 9mm. They're relatively inexpensive. Not like a Glock 19 or
Right.
or 1911. It's heavy, it's bulky, but it's a decent gun. It really is.
So if you're on a budget and you
Yes.
want a decent gun, that's gonna.
and it,
You said you dropped it in water and things.
I've dropped it
pretty,
in the mud.
pretty
I've dropped
hardy?
it in the water, and pick it up, wipe your bullets and everything off, rinse it off, and it'll shoot.
Nice. Very cool. Part 1 of the video, your first gun choice for home self-defense was a shotgun. 2 kinds of shotguns, correct?
Correct. This is the 12 gauge, and this is my wife's 20 gauge.
Tell me the difference.
The 20 gauge doesn't have as much kick,
Okay.
so if you got it on your shoulder, you pull the trigger, you can actually get back on your target quicker than you can with a 12 gauge because it has more kick, has more
Okay.
power to it. Loading, they're both semi-automatics. You put 2 shells in the magazine. You might want to edit this part because it didn't do it. You release one. Then this gun will hold, the magazine will actually hold 4, and one in the barrel, it can hold 5. But legally to hunt with in Tennessee, you can only use 3 on migratory birds.
And is that kaboom, 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 like back and just pulling the trigger, or do you gotta recock every time?
No, semi-automatic will reload itself
Got it.
unless you have a malfunction.
Okay. So that's a semi-automatic.
Yes.
20 gauge.
20 gauge.
Okay.
12 gauge is exactly the same. You'll load your shell, you release it. When you open the chamber, the shell will follow through, go into the barrel. So it's ready to shoot.
All right. Very cool. So, how do you shoot a shotgun? Same safety, ears, eyes, etc. Okay, it's not a handgun. Feet, same, or do you square off more?
Feet the same, because with a shotgun you have a lot more kick.
Boom.
So
Otherwise,
you're pushing back on your back leg.
so if you're not balanced, this can possibly not be good. This construction is a basic wall that you would have in your house. It's a standard sheetrock, construction sheetrock. He's got it held up with these 2 support beams, but this is a 2x4 with standard sheetrock on each side. Well, I was hoping you were really going to suck because that was the gun I just shot, but no such luck. I got you back. What we got? 9mm, you said?
9mm.
I'll try to put them right next to the once you prepare them.
I got you back. What we got? 9mm, you said?
9mm.
I'll try to put them right next to the once you prepare them.
You're like Jesus in sandals, man. Shooting.
Down on the barrel.
Her shoulders, got her gun back against her shoulder. Boom.
Okay.
Wow. That's awesome. Joey's beautiful wife, Becky, just shot her cool looking. I just love pink and camo together. It's like kind of like an oxymoron that really works for a woman's gun. I could suppose if you got a pink shotgun, dudes, I mean, no judgment here. But there is that guy at church that plays that pink guitar. You seen him?
Yeah.
Yes. Hey.
This is a 12 gauge.
Okay. Whoa.
So now we're going to shoot a 45-70 lever action rifle and show you the difference in the round size. This is the 22 that we started off with.
Angela's struggling.
That's
with
the
to hit
9mm.
Okay.
And this is a 45-70 round.
Okay.
It's going to have a little more kick than the other two.
So all the bullets we just shot were, here's my 20 gauge. Where's that 12 gauge? You got one? Thank you, sir. 22 9mm, oh sorry, 22 9mm, 20 gauge, 12 gauge, and then tell me one more time.
That's a 45-70.
45-70. All right, boys. Have some fun. I'm gonna put my ear stuff on.
Go for it. No, shoot y'all. I've shot it a bunch.
Want to lever it in there first?
Yep.
No safety?
No safety.
Dear Lord. What are you doing next, boys?
Time for some AR action, I think.
Uh-oh.
I think he's trying to cut a 2x4. So, where you want to start? And I'll just, what you got, Sharp? Starting where you want. 20 gauge. That's 12 gauge right here. Look at that. That is one, that's the rear exit of a 12 gauge shotgun. That is a lot of space. That's the rear exit of a 20 gauge shotgun. Wow. That is the rear exit of a AR. Look at that. Dear Lord. Wow. This is the rear exit of a rifle, 45-70, meant to kind of go further, so that's why it came through there so forcefully. That's the 9mm. You can see how she's holding it there. Boom. Thank you. 22. Awesome. I love it. Thank you, Vanna. Can I buy a Val? This is the first time Becky's ever shot this gun. Jeez. And this is my, that's awesome.
Swinging, so it's harder to hit that little one when it's swinging.
That is a good looking gun. That was Becky Anderson just shooting that for the first time. And you say it's exact same ammo, but one is what? 5.56 and the other is?
If you've got a 5.56, which these are both, they can shoot either 5.56 or 2.23.
Very good information.
Only 2.23. Well,
certainly there's got to be something different besides just the number.
Well, 2.23 is made by a different manufacturer, and it's slightly smaller than a 5.56. So a 5.56,
just in size or impact?
Just in size.
Okay.
But so if you have a rifle that's chambered in 5.56, it'll shoot either because the 2.23 is a little bit smaller. But if you've got one that's chambered 2.23, you cannot put a 5.56 in it because it's slightly bigger than the chamber, and it'll jam up in there.
Got it. I don't know if I'll put this on film, but do you mind me asking what you paid?
The whole get up.
Yep.
With everything, the red dot scope, flashlight, everything on it was less than $1,300.
Less than $1,300. Okay. And so that is recent. How many years ago, honey? 3 years? I said 2.
About 2 years ago.
I only paid like $350 for that. couple years ago.
Because I don't have all the tricked out. He's got
But
different.
sure. No, I get that. Well, I don't get it, but I mean, I'm just saying. I wonder if it's gone up in a couple years.
Oh, everything's
Right.
minimum guns have all gone up in the last couple of years.
What's this gun run? This rifle? Ish.
1,000.
Wow. Okay. What about the shotguns, guys?
The pink one was about 350.
Okay.
This one has actually been a custom job, and the shotgun itself is about 1,700. The
Wow,
custom
okay.
job is 1,200.
Okay. We had 5 handguns out. 1911. Am I looking at the right one? Nope. Like 1911, 22. About. That's an expensive gun, isn't it?
It was about $450.
Back when?
4 years ago.
Okay. This one, the Ruger.
The Ruger was about $450, $500, and that was about 3 years ago.
What's this little guy?
That is a Kimber 9mm.
Is that what you carry in your purse, Becky?
Yes, ma'am.
What's that run?
That's the high dollar one.
That was,
It's got the red dot and all, so it was
Yes.
on sale for about, what, $5.85 or something
Yeah.
like that.
On sale for $5.85. If you could hear Becky. The way I'm shooting right now, honey, I'm sorry, but you're probably gonna have to get me one of those. And then what do we got here? This is yours, babe. Is that your?
No.
That's. What's that one?
that's the Glock 9, ain't it?
That's the Glock 9mm. That's theirs also.
That's yours.
No, it's theirs.
There's. What's that run?
Was
600 range.
yeah.
Where did the one go from the truck? Your truck gun.
Oh, it's in
Truck
the
gun?
drawer.
Is it? It's okay. I don't need it. I was making sure I wasn't missing it. Is all. It's okay, Joey. And this is this mine.
This is the Glock 44 22 caliber.
What did that run?
About 500.
And he just bought that. So, and where's yours?
Mine is in my holster. This is the Beretta APX 9mm.
What's that running about?
It's in the 650 range.
Okay, sorry, the sun glares a little bit bad. All right, and we got the last one. What we got? So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 handguns out here, and that's you know what? It just looks like a little tank. It looks like it's been in the water
If you
and
run
back
out of
out.
bullets, you can hit them with it.
I love it.
It's a high point 9mm, about
That-
$150.
One more time, Joey.
About $150.
About 150 bucks. Did you hear that? All right, guys. We're gonna peace out for now. Thank you so much, guys, for taking so much time coming to the house, letting us come onto your property. They've got the coolest log cabin. Joey's grew up on a farmland around here. We're gonna sign off for now. We're all sweaty. We're in Tennessee right now. August, almost 90 degrees. The humidity in Tennessee, if you've not been here, it's pretty at times. But we want to say that your decision to get a gun, not to get a gun, is your decision. Joey shoots a gun because he's grown up shooting one at 4 years old for hunting, for food, for his family. He's very comfortable with a gun. It's a decision that's an easy decision for him to make. Might not be that easy for you. If you choose and elect not to get guns for your family, I support your decision, because if you have a gut instinct that's not the right decision for your family, guess what? It's not the right decision for your family. Maybe not this time. So I know that I would be apprehensive to, I've got so much to learn, even coming out here, and I am a quick study. Connor can tell me something 2 or 3 times, and it just goes one ear and out the other over my head, and he's like, I just told you, and I'm like, I know, but what comes easy to some people doesn't come easy to other people. Guns aren't my thing. Nutrition, hiking mountains, things like that. I want to end with this. Don't be afraid of guns, because it's a gun. Take the time. Do what's right for your family, and we'll back you 100%. God bless.